Today I'm going to be finding out what would happen if Lionel Messi and Ronaldo retired tomorrow and became managers of the clubs they originally started at. We're going to put Messi at Newell's Old Boys and Ronaldo at Sporting Lisbon and see over the next maybe 30 years, see which of these new managers will be better. Obviously, they spent majority of their career as rivals, as players, and now they're going to continue this rivalry on as managers. Let's get into it. But before we get started on the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video and leave in the comments what sort of content you want to see next, all that stuff. Let's get back to the video. So here they are then in the save database. Messi 36, Ronaldo 38, both at the original clubs they started their playing careers at. I've sort of tried to give them roughly the same coaching stats. They've both got maximum potential as well. Obviously they are just starting out. So yeah, Messi and Ronaldo are now managers. So we're going to go a few years ahead and see if either of them move, whether they try to win. Obviously this is a competition between the two. So we're going to make sure we keep tracking of which one's winning more trophies. And we're going to try to take into consideration the level of trophy they win. Like Messi winning the league in Argentina obviously wouldn't be as triumphant as if Ronaldo was to go and win the league in England. So we'll take that into consideration. But we're going to go through their entire managerial career up until they retire and see which one finished on the most trophies and stuff like that and see just where this journey takes them as managers. Let's find out. Into 2027 we are. It's been 4 years and Messi is still at Newell's, but Ronaldo has moved to Tottenham. So we're going to click Ronaldo first because he's moved. So let's see his milestones then. So he was hired obviously in 2023 and didn't win anything. Let's have a look. So what he did. So he was knocked out of the Europa League quarterfinals to Liverpool. That's not the end of the world. But then he was knocked out by West Ham the year after. And then he was knocked out of the Champions League qualifying by Lyon. So he hasn't won any trophies. He finished 7th with Tottenham in his first season. I'm pretty sure this is his first season here. So it's a slow start to management for Ronaldo. As for Messi, let's see what he's been doing. So he got knocked out of the semi-finals of the CONMEBOL, but he won a friendly cup semi-finals, but nothing about him winning the finals. And then he's been knocked out of the CONMEBOL the year after to Independiente. So nothing too successful for either manager in the first 4 years, but then again, it's still early stages. They're only just entering their 40s. So we're going to go another 4 years then to 2031, and hopefully we're going to start to see the push. Although Messi is still on his original 8,000 a week, and Ronaldo is being paid 67,000 a week by Tottenham, which is a pretty big wage for a manager. So yeah, let's go another 4 years and see who manages to win the first trophy of this save. So into year 8, we're in 2031, and Ronaldo is unemployed. He's been sacked. And he's currently without a club. So he got sacked with Tottenham due to a poor league position despite winning the Europa League. So Ronaldo is the first with a trophy. Ronaldo has a Europa League to his name already. As for Messi though, he's now manager at Chelsea on 155,000 a week. So at least Messi is in a job. But has he won anything? No, he's still not won anything. And he has only just been hired by Chelsea from Newell's. So it just seems like he couldn't really crack the Argentinian competitions like the CONMEBOL. So now he's gone to England, but Ronaldo, as Messi gets there, has left England. So Ronaldo no longer manager of Tottenham. So it's going to be interesting to see where he picks his career back up. But Ronaldo is the first with a trophy to his name. Although I did think I saw that he did win the Super Cup. Yeah, so he won the Super Cup. So we should count that really because he has had to beat the Champions League winners to win that. So he's won a Europa League and a Super Cup. So yeah, that's pretty good for him. So he's got 2 trophies already, and Messi has only just come over to England. So we're going to see if Messi can start winning a few now. Obviously Messi does have a 2-year advantage on Ronaldo, unless they sort of retire at the same time, who knows. But he is 2 years younger. So we're going to go another 4 years and just see where Ronaldo ends up, because obviously he's without a job right now, and Messi, let's see where his Chelsea career gets him. So then 2035, it's been another 4 years and Messi is still at Chelsea, but Ronaldo has gone to Paris. So Ronaldo is maybe going to try and win some easy trophies in France. He did go to Aston Villa first, but then he didn't get sacked from Villa. He was there for 4 years until he agreed a deal to go to PSG, and it just seems as though he's only been there a few weeks. So he's not won anything with PSG yet, and I don't think he won anything with Aston Villa either. He got Europa League runner up. He got to the final with Aston Villa in the Europa League, finished seventh. Finished seventh again. It just feels like Ronaldo finishing seventh. You know, he was number 7 throughout his career. He just loves finishing seventh. That's his number. I want to see like what's his overview. So he spent 211 million as a manager, but he's bought in 571. He's a profit manager. He sold Gonçalo Inacio. I'm assuming that was when he was Sporting manager, and his highest transfer fee was on a regen called Salerno, who now is at PSG. I'm assuming he's just got that now as PSG. But with Ronaldo starting at a team like Sporting, who are like massive on bringing through these players and selling them on a massive profit, I'm not too surprised that his sell value is much higher than his buy value. As for Messi though, has he won anything at Chelsea? He got second in the... Well, we'll go to notable first. So, he did a cup double, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup with Chelsea 2 seasons ago, as well as winning the Super Cup. So just like that, Messi has overtaken Ronaldo. He's gone 3 trophies to 2. As for competitions, he got second in the Premier League. He got knocked out of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. He finished 4th that season. Did I just say he lost to West Brom one year? Oh no, he beat West Brom. That's unfortunate. But 4th there. So he's improving. He finished 4th a few seasons and then he got second in the most recent season. So, and obviously he has got that cup double as well. So we're going to go another 4 years. So at the minute Messi is ahead on 3 trophies to 2. Although we might give Ronaldo a bit more weight for his Europa League win rather than the Carabao Cup. So maybe we can call them sort of even. But at the minute, in just terms of trophies, Messi is ahead. So we're going to go to 2039 and just see if any of them move. Obviously, Ronaldo has just got that PSG job, so he might try and pick up a few easy trophies in France. But let's see. So into 2039, and Aston Villa become the first club to be managed by both Messi and Ronaldo, as Lionel Messi, aged 52, has joined Aston Villa. Ronaldo still though at PSG. Messi took a massive wage hike. He was on 150,000 a week at Chelsea, so something must have gone wrong for him to take such a hit. So it was a poor league position is the reason he got sacked, and he got the Aston Villa job last season, but he hasn't won anything since we last checked, so it's not been great for him. So if we just look towards the end of his Chelsea career, we were obviously in 2035, so he finished 5th in the Premier League, so it went backwards from his 2nd place. Then there's nothing really else, so he must have got sacked here and then went 2 years without a job. But then he finished 14th with Aston Villa, which isn't great really. But Ronaldo, he is in France with PSG, and yeah, here come all the trophies. So he won the French treble. I think that's like the French version of the Community Shield. But he won the French double this season. We won Ligue 1 and the Coupe de France, so that is 4 trophies for Ronaldo. Then he won the Super Cup and he won the Champions League with PSG. Ronaldo has just gone far ahead now. So he was on 2, that makes it 3, that makes it 4, that technically makes it 5, that makes it 6, that makes it 7, that makes it 8. So Ronaldo has had an absolutely brilliant spell with PSG. That makes it 9, that makes it 10. There's another League and Cup double with PSG, so he's on 10 trophies now. And there's another 2, that's 12 trophies, and that's where he started. So every single year, more or less, he's won the French double of winning the League and the Coupe de France as well. And he's more or less winning the French Super Cup every year as well. But the most triumphant, well, not really triumphant, the most prestigious trophy has been won by Ronaldo. The Champions League he managed to win. Who did he beat the year that they won the Champions League? Am I going to be able to find this out? So he won it last year. If we go back and try and find the final. So that was obviously the year City won it. So he actually beat Chelsea in extra time. And this wouldn't have been Messi. Messi would have been Villa manager by now. but it would have been very, very like fun to see PSG versus Chelsea, where Ronaldo is manager of PSG and Messi is manager at Chelsea. But I think Messi had left Chelsea by now. Chelsea had brought in Luis Enrique to replace Messi. But just as Messi was looking the most likely to succeed at Chelsea, suddenly Ronaldo joining PSG has gone and won him 12 trophies. Well, he'd won 10. He'd won 2 already, but he's won 10 at PSG, which takes his total up to 12, while Messi is still only on 3. So, at the minute, Ronaldo is absolutely storming ahead, and I think the longer he stays at PSG, the more trophies he's just going to keep winning. But if Messi starts winning the Premier League and stuff like that, we will weight that more, because obviously, winning a league with PSG is just like, winning a medal and no one else is in the race. So let's go further ahead and see where Messi picks himself up. He is at Villa, but obviously he's probably not going to want to stay there long if his aspirations are trophies, because Villa don't tend to win many trophies. But will Ronaldo stay at PSG? We will see. Let's get forward. It has gone very differently. Messi is now managing Fulham, so it's clearly not getting any better for him. While Ronaldo, coming up to age 60, is now manager of Newcastle. So we're going to check Messi first. And he did take over Man United. So he's gone to one of Ronaldo's old clubs as a player. He was hired as United manager, but sacked a season after. And now he's recently been hired as Fulham manager. I think it was last season that he's been hired as Fulham manager. So as United manager, he got knocked out of the Europa League semi-finals, finished 5th in the Premier League. And then as for Fulham, he's finished 9th in his first full season with Fulham. He finished 9th. As for Ronaldo, obviously, last time we checked with him, he'd won a lot of trophies, and I think, are we going to be able to see here, the skin is not really showing me how many trophies he's won. I think he'll show me in his overview anyway, how many he's spent 1.28 billion now though, and he's still actually profited. He's gone here we go then. He's won 19 cups, but however, there is probably a fair few of those that are the French Super Cup, and he's won 6 league titles. So at the minute, Ronaldo is definitely winning this. So we were last in 2039. I think we had just seen him win the league. So the year after, he did the French double again. That's up to 14 trophies. And then the year after that, the French double again. That's 16 trophies. However, he got to the Club World Cup and he got knocked out by his old team, Man United, as a player. And then in his most recent year with PSG, he won the Coupe de France, but didn't win the league. So does that mean that they actually didn't win the league that year? Oh, so they did, but it's not awarded him because I think he left before the end of the season. Yeah, so he joined Man United before the end of the league, so it didn't actually award him with a league. So it is technically on 17 trophies, I think now, if I've counted correctly. And then he finished 3rd with Man United in the league, and then he's just literally this season joined Newcastle. He just thought, I don't want to join Man United anymore, I'm going to Newcastle. So that's another club. So now Aston Villa and Manchester United have both had both Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi as their manager. So we're going to go even further ahead now. As it stands, Messi is so far behind. He's currently manager of Fulham, and Ronaldo is already on like 17 trophies. So at the minute, Messi's not even close, and he's got some real catching up to do with, and he's running out of time. He's coming close to age 60. He's probably not going to be a manager for much longer. So we're going to go a bit further ahead and see how much catching up Messi has actually got to do. So yeah, let's get forward. 25 years ahead we are now, and I think all this is showing is that Lionel Messi is just not suited for management. He's now manager of Everton, while Ronaldo is currently without a club for the second time in this save. We'll check Ronaldo first this time. He actually went and got hired by Argentina. So he is with a club, but he's managing a national team, but it just says he's without a club. But he also won the FA Cup with West Ham and the FA Cup with Everton. And now he's just won Copa America with Argentina. Wow, really? So I think he was on 17 trophies when he'd just taken over Newcastle. So then he won the FA Cup with West Ham, but got sacked in the same season for a poor league position. Well, no, not the same season, literally like 6 months later. So that's 18 trophies. And then won an FA Cup with Everton to make it 19 trophies. And then he's just won a Copa America with Argentina for 20 trophies. It kind of feels a bit like traitory for Ronaldo to go and win an international competition with Argentina. Like, I don't ever expect to see that happening. But Ronaldo has hit big 20 trophies in 25 years as a manager, which is outstanding, to be fair to him. But Messi is still obviously falling a little bit behind. He's on 7 cups now, so he might have won something. We were when he'd just been hired as Fulham manager. So he actually got the Newcastle job. So Newcastle become the third team to have hired both Messi and Ronaldo, and he won a Europa League and an FA Cup. So that takes him to 4 trophies. And then after Newcastle, he won the league and Manager of the Year. Now, we haven't seen Ronaldo win a Manager of the Year award yet. I don't think, anyway. So he won the league with Newcastle, which is a Premier League as well. So that might even be worth like 2 over the League One. But at the minute, we'll say he's on 5 trophies and 6 trophies for winning an FA Cup with Newcastle. Then won the Carabao Cup with Newcastle. So he's up to 7. So he's getting there, but for some reason, after all that success with Newcastle, he's gone and took charge of Everton, who were in the Europa League. So maybe Everton have become a much bigger club these days, but he's on a big wage. So Ronaldo's still storm ahead on 20 trophies and an international trophy as well, included in that. But Messi's got some success in recent years, especially winning a Premier League title with Newcastle, and obviously winning both domestic cups as well in England with Newcastle. But he's decided to take over Everton, and they are getting on a bit now age-wise. I can only see them maybe being in management at least maybe 10 more years, maybe going to their early 70s and then calling it a day. But we're going to go another 5 years now, which means it would have been 30 years since we started this. And yeah, let's see where they are after 30 years. So the year is 2053. It has been 30 years since we started this, and Messi has gone back to Newcastle, where he was getting the most success of his career, while Ronaldo is French boss. So he's gone and just managed another national team. So after that Copa America win, he just resigned as manager and has been hired by France just last year, but he hasn't won anything with France. He got 3rd place in the Nations League, and he got 3rd place in the Copa America as well. So he couldn't go back to back with the Copa America with Argentina, but he's now France manager. As for Messi, he's gone back to Newcastle, and as for his milestones then, obviously he'd just taken over Everton. Jesus. So he finished 3rd, and then there's a lot of stuff here. We're going to go to notable. So he didn't win anything with Everton. Oh, he did. So he won the Carabao Cup with Everton. That takes him up to 8 trophies. He also entered the Argentinian Hall of Fame, but I would have thought he'd have already been there as a player. But he got sacked as Everton manager due to a poor league position, then got taken over. He then took over West Ham, where he won the FA Cup, so that takes him up to 9 trophies. And then he went back to Newcastle just recently this season. So he's staying in England the majority of his career, which many criticised him as a player for never even joining England and never even coming over. But he's stayed in England majority of his managerial career. Obviously, he was at Chelsea, and then it was Villa, and then it was Fulham, I think. And then, obviously, he was getting that success with Newcastle. He's just sort of bouncing around the English teams, but he's not really gone for a big team. He's not really gone for your Man Cities, your Arsenals. I think he was at Man United for a spell, but it wasn't very successful. As for Ronaldo, he just seems fine to be managing the national teams. He was at Argentina, he won the Copa America, and then he's gone to France, but he's only just recently joined France. So we're going to go another 5 years ahead, where Ronaldo would be 73, so I can't see him managing for much longer, and Messi would be 71. So I think the next 5 years we go ahead will be the last simulation, but let's see where they are in 5 years. So it's been 35 years now since we started, and as you can see, we have had a retirement. Ronaldo is no longer in the shortlist, which means he has retired, and Messi is, I think, done with his managerial days. He's happy to just sit as a director of football now. So obviously he was at Newcastle the last time we saw him, and he got sacked after being hired as Newcastle manager, and then West Ham actually hired him as a scout and then released him on a free. So they hired him as a scout, not really as a manager. So his managerial career was actually done after Newcastle. So I think if I'm remembering, Messi finishes this on 8 trophies, and if we want to count a manager of the year award as well. As for Cristiano Ronaldo though, he's obviously not on here. I'm hoping I can still see his profile just to see like if he actually. Oh, he's looking a bit old here. Jesus. He actually went and took over England, which is quite fun. So here's all the accolades he's won then. So he won obviously Europa League, then the Super Cup. He runners up with Aston Villa. Then he won all these trophies with PSG. But we'll go right down to the bottom where he got 3rd place. So his last trophy was that Copa America, which if I'm correct was his 20th trophy of his career. So that's the results then. So Messi finishes I think on 8 trophies and Ronaldo finishes on 20. And I don't think we can really, I know Messi won a Prem and most of Ronaldo's trophies were in France. But when you've won that many, I don't think that you can even argue that Messi would have been close. So we are going to crown Cristiano Ronaldo the winner as the two finally set off and, enjoy the rest of their lives as 70-year-old men. So if Ronaldo and Messi were to go on and be managers after their playing career, it is safe to say, I think, according to Football Manager, that Cristiano Ronaldo would be the more successful out of the two. So that is the end of this video then. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video, and make sure to comment what you want to see next. Obviously, we've got much more content coming soon. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you later.